Stampers, Deb Valder here. I'm so excited to be back with you today, and I'm going to show you Teaspoon of Fun's brand new kit. We are going to have so much fun with it. In your kit you have actually enough to make 5 cards. 4 of them are going to be regular cards, and if you choose, the 5th card is going to be this really cool light up card. Let me just show you. If you just press the little bird, he is going to light up. Isn't that so cool? The lighthouse lights up if you press the bird. It's so adorable. So that's what I'm going to show you today. All the other particulars are over on my blog. If you click on the little eye above there, it's going to get you right to the blog. I'm also going to have a post on this card, which is just gorgeous. We're going to have so much fun with this brand new set, but I wanted to show you how to use the mechanism for this card. The other ones are very self-explanatory. They're super easy because they are monochromatic cards. All right, you just stamp in one color and you just go for it. So a lot of the stuff has already been done. But I want to show you mostly how to do this mechanism. All right, so let's take and put this one out on the side. Like I said, you're going to have a video, or not a video, but a blog post for this one. So make sure you go over to Teaspoon of Fun, check it all out. This is just the plain card. We did it exactly like this one, except in this one we added the mechanism to it. So let me just show you how to do this. In your kit, you're going to get this magnificent stamp set. It's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps. And you're also going to get all of the ingredients to do 5 cards with the envelopes. You've got the tag that goes along with it. The bird will be stamped on here, and you do have to fussy cut him out. And you will get your little mechanism right here, plus all of the little ribbon to go along with it. So that's what your kit is going to look like. You're going to get, like I said, the stamp set, which is huge. And you're also going to get all of the ingredients to make these cards right here. So without any further ado, let's get this little card started. So you're going to start with your base, and I'm going to just put some of the layers together already. All right, so this is our navy to our red. And then we're going to take and start putting the regular card together. So what I'm going to do first is to take this little guy right here, and I stamped him I stamped this one in black, this one I stamped in blue, and then I just added some of my white pencil. So in this little vibrant set right here, we do have a white watercolor pencil, and what I did was I just colored some on, and then I just mixed it around with my white, with my number 4 or number 6 paintbrush, and just made the little clouds. After you get all of this colored in, what you want to do is to just take a little craft knife and cut a little hole in there. You can also use a round punch if you want to. I just cut a little rectangle in there with my craft knife. So now we have this piece right here. What I'm going to do next is to take our foam tape. And I am going to take, now you know me in bulk, you're going to have to spend extra money to mail this one anyway. Not these little guys right here. Those should not be extra postage. But because you're putting a mechanism in there, I want you to make sure that you check with your post office to ask them how you want to mail this the best. But you are going to have to spend extra postage on it because it is bulky. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking and putting my foam tape on here. And when I put my foam tape on here, I want you to know that I will be putting a double layer on, and that's because we want the mechanism not to constantly be on. And so you want to make sure that you've got enough room in between the two of them so that they will not not be on when you're mailing it. All right. So there's our first layer. The next layer, we're just going to take this one off. And add a second layer right onto it. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just covering it up to give it that second layer, just so that you have more room in your little well right here. There we go. Super easy, super fast. Like I said, this is a monochromatic card, so it doesn't take as much time to make. The one I did that I posted with the orange background is a little bit more, because we've used distressed oxide and some masking, and it's just a whole lot of fun, but it's a very different card. All right. And this can be a masculine card, birthday, retirement, happy vacation. Oops, wait a minute. I don't want to take these off yet. Hold on. Just put that right back on there like that. All right. So now we have our little well right in here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is to take our little mechanism. So when you open this up, you'll see that there are directions in here. I really want you to read the directions, because it does give you a little warning. These are lithium batteries, so you'll want to keep them out of the reach of children. And you also want to make sure that you check with your post office to see how to properly mail this type of card with a battery. All right. So what I want you to do is to take out your mechanism right here, which is super simple. And you've got a battery also. This little mechanism right here has a plus sign. Okay, and so does your battery. Make sure you take off this little piece of paper that's on the back of it. Otherwise, your battery will not work, and I will be getting all kinds of emails. And we can spearhead that with just make sure you take that off, okay? So you took that off. Now you have a plus sign here, and you have a plus sign here. You're just going to slide that little guy right in there. And when you do that, and you press this little button right here, this light right here, believe it or not, should light up. Let's just check it out. What? Look at that. Isn't that so awesome? Okay, so now you've got your battery in there. We're ready to go. Now we have to line it up with the hole that we just cut. All right, and this little well right here actually is thick enough now because of the double layers of tape, so that it fits perfectly with that little well right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our base card right here. We're going to line up this little guy right here and find our little light, put it in there just like that. Okay, and I'm going to move it around just a little bit. There it is. All right, hold it right there. Good. And what I'm going to do is to grab a pencil and just kind of mark it right here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is to add just a little bit of adhesive right underneath here. And add this back in there where that little line was. Now let me just make sure. I should have put a line over here too. So let's just check and make sure we've got it so that it lines up. That's pretty good. I'm going to push it over just a tad bit more. So when you're adding your little line, you want to make sure you add one over here or over here. All right, none of that's going to show, only because when you go to put this on, you want to make sure that you've got it just so it lines back up again. Now, don't fret if this isn't perfectly straight, because when we put our piece on right here, that's going to cover up. So this is smaller than this piece right here, so that's perfect. All right, so we've got that all well and good. We've got this glued down nice and tight. We're going to take off our strips right here and add that back onto our light. And it's going to go right over the little light. All right, before you press it down too hard, let's just find the little mechanism. There it is. Okay, so you want to just take and test that before you finish off the card. And don't look straight at that thing, because it just blinds you. It is really, really bright. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece right here, and I took my thin foam squares and put that on there. And I just have to put a couple on there. The reason I like to have it just stand up just a little bit is to give it a little bit more depth. We've already are going to spend extra, and I told you that right from the very beginning. These are going to cost a little bit extra for postage, but it is so worth it. Alrighty, these are the thin ones because we've got double thickness there. Now we've got a little, oh, let me just put one here and here too. There we go. I might have overdone it, but you know me. Okay, so now we're just going to take all these little pieces off and add that. And then we're going to center that over this little guy right here. Perfect, perfect. So it gives it just enough of a little lift, but not too much because we've got so much bulk right in there. This is such a neat card. Okay, let's just check it. Oh, still working. Okay, so now what we're going to do is to add some of our decor on the bottom. So I have the tag and I have the little bird. Okay, so we'll do the bird in just a minute. I'm just gonna take my crease tool here and kind of crease his little wings like that. Okay, all right, there's our little bird right there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is to take this little guy right here and add, I'm going to just pop a hole in it with one of my hole punches. Here's my tag, here is my string. Let's grab some dental floss here and just pull the string right through there. So I have my dental floss, super easy. Take this, throw it in here like that, and it just goes really quickly through the hole. Super easy. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is just tie this into a quick little bow. And if you do this before you pre-cut it, you save so much string. There we go. Alrighty, and then just take your scissors, cut that off. I'm going to take my mini, or my thin, another layer. This little guy's got some bulk to him. Alright, add this. Okay, that one's just going to go right over here. And then we have to add our little bird. Now the reason I like this little bird is because I used him. You could put a little dot here that says push or pull or you know, whatever. But I just put the little bird here, okay? And that way there they know to push the bird, and that's all well and good. All right, so let's grab the, these are my little micro dots. Love, love, love these. We're going to put them on this little guy right here. Now, when you're putting them on, you want to make sure that you're getting it right over that little button. So you're just going to kind of feel around for it. It is right here, and that's where I'm going to put those little dots, okay? So every time I press that little bird, my little lighthouse lights up. And that is our card. Isn't it so adorable? So this is how you make a card light up. It is just spectacular. Sending you love and light. Ta-da! And I want to show you to make sure, just make sure you go over and look at this one. I'm going to have so many samples with this little kit, but remember, these are while supplies last. So when the kits are gone, they're gone, and we'll move on to another one. All right, so grab it while it's here. Like I said, you get the one little mechanism with it. They're so much fun. Thank you for stopping by. You take care, have a great day, and thank you again.